So, I wanted to talk about X steps. Let me see what this was called. X steps to be a functioning human being. Why do I want to talk about this? So the last couple of days I've noticed that I've kind of like repeated myself. Is the microphone working? Yes. I've kind of repeated myself telling the story of like, so I went through school and university and everything and got out of university and I was kind of like, oh great, now I'm a functioning human being, or not, maybe. And I realized that I actually didn't really understand myself, my emotions, my body and all of that. So I kind of went on a journey of figuring out how all of that works together. And I've picked my nose into like many, many different places and I kind of like found something that at least works for me, it works for many other people's. And I thought it would be a great idea to kind of like bring this very slowly also in the tech community because it's something very useful and very practical. So the base of it is basically we want to be able to communicate with other human beings. We want to be able to work with people. We want to be able to have relationships with people so that we can actually enjoy life and not just run around being stressed and anxious. And a couple of steps that really helped for me were understanding how I deal with my own emotions. So I completely stopped making other people responsible for my emotions, and I think this is something that I should highlight. Other people are not responsible for my emotions, and the same goes for you. So if something happens for me and I feel kind of like, oh, there's like a volcano happening inside of me, and I kind of like just want to throw it at the person across from me, I stop and I don't do it. I go outside or I go somewhere where I can take a deep breath. That's literally like the first thing that you should do. Just breathe, feel into your body and kind of like figure out, okay, like what's going on, like what emotion is coming up. And I think one of the biggest things for humans is actually like we need to start learning how to feel again. We need to be able to express sadness, grief, anger without putting it on someone else, but actually just releasing it. I mean, those are just emotions and it's part of like being in this human existence. So releasing it in a healthy way helps us not to project it onto other people, and it will resolve the conflicts that we tend to create ourselves. So first step, breathing. Great. What are we gonna do now? Because there's still kind of like a volcano going on inside of me. These things might seem a little bit funny at the beginning, but trust me, I mean, you can play around with it and see if it works for you or not. But some of the tools that are really, really great for kind of like just releasing this like internal chaos are hand screams, pillow screams, punching a pillow, and basically anything where you get your body moving. Like you can just like stamp on the ground, you can like scream into the woods or something, but really try to release what you don't want to release on anybody, because you don't want to hurt yourself, you don't want to hurt anybody else, you just want to like let this out, think clear again, and be able to kind of like go back to the person that you had the argument with and say like, okay, let's see what we can do from here. What did I forget? I think, yeah, the two major things for me are really like understanding how can we create emotional, healthy relationships with ourselves, and also like on a physical note. So kind of like what is my relationship with my body? How can I take care of my body? What kind of signals is my body sending me so that I understand what I should be doing that is actually good for me? Because I mean, in the end, I want to be able to work on things that I'm passionate about. I want to be able to relate with people, and I don't want to be stressed out, I don't want to be anxious, and I don't want to be burned out. And I think this is something that is very, very dear to my heart, and these are tools that I've learned, and there are many, many more. So if you're interested, you can also come talk to me. It's something that I'm very passionate about. So yeah, thank you so much for your time and enjoy the rest of the conference.